Okay, Hellfire MKV, Tier 4. I got a battle against a Kantbae alt, and I was really hoping for a Sonya mirror, just maybe, but it's fine. So I will probably lose simply because, well, Kantbae is just a better player, but it is a good way to learn. And what I would like to learn, what I was thinking of when going into this is maybe I can learn how to not throw a winning game, like learn how to close a game that I've already won without being too reckless. So start off with a pretty normal capture phase. Of course I'm going for this turn 1 capture into a 3-chain property. And I go for the airport next because this is a chain. Now this was actually a bit of a mistake by me. I was planning to go for this chain next, but looking closer at the map, I could still get that chain, but I should go for this property in the center first, because it would take the same amount of turns, 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, as it would to go to reach this property. And capturing this property first would mean it's safer and I wouldn't have to extend as much. So that was, you could see the little difference in our movements right here. So that was a little bit of a whoops. I probably should have seen it. Too late. Kantbae starts off with a tank on this side, which I suppose it makes sense since these infantry are pretty much capturing this area anyway, so we shouldn't need more infantry anymore on this base. I choose to do the same. Skip the comm tower for this property so that this infantry can go ahead. Okay. I went for the comm tower. This was definitely a better move because we're not fighting yet. So that was also something else I could have improved on. Unless it's also entirely possible that I cancel this capture and just go for the city. That's a possibility. I don't remember what I did, but it might have turned out that way. Nope, it did not. Okay. Well, that's a shame. And if I had gotten this property first and went down, this property would have been secured. It would have been mine and nothing could really... You wouldn't need to contest it. So we can see how mistakes from as soon as day 2 can carry on all the way over here. Oh, I just realized the unit count is a little bit cut off. I'll try to fix that. Boop. Okay. Top of the screen will be a little bit off, but I suppose that's fine. Alright, kills my infantry after I interrupt the capture. One of the strong things about Sonya is that it's pretty hard to interrupt her captures. Like over here, this capture is I'm still able to capture it in 3 turns despite being attacked twice, simply because the second attack just doesn't have the same firepower necessary to interrupt this capture. I decided to take a shot at that infantry because my tank is out of range of his tank. Okay, so that's 1 infantry, but I'm winning tactically here by getting more kills, but I'm losing strategically because I'm not failing to get this property. And which wouldn't have been an issue, he wouldn't have sacrificed an infantry, but it wouldn't have been an issue if I just got that capture first. So early mistakes really build up over time. I was hoping that this tank here would stay irrelevant for much longer, but that wasn't the case. I decided to go take a shot. Even though I'm in range, I thought I have a battlecopter, I can probably reinforce this area sooner. Unfortunately, his tank from the other side is also going to make it in time. Additionally, he's also adder, so his units will be there faster. And he goes for my tank. Okay, that's to be expected. And if I notice his anti-air movement, if I go after this tank, he will most likely get his normal power, and it would cover the spot. But I thought, alright, maybe I can try to wall him off. So I attack. I had a plan in the move planner, but I didn't follow it. But it would not have worked anyway. I was thinking of moving this tank up here to shoot this infantry, then moving this infantry over to kill this one, and then maybe canceling my capture over here just to continue with my wall to wall off the anti-air. But since I already captured, it wouldn't have been good anyway, since he could probably break it somehow. Hang on, tank here, infantry here. Let's say these two die. Boom. I don't want to do the calcs, but either way, it didn't happen because I already captured. So now, this battlecopter is vulnerable because Adder's getting his normal power. So here's the side slip. And opens up a path for the anti-air, as well as covering all his vehicles with that artillery. So at this point, I already lost, and I'm just playing on to see, is there any way, I'm just playing on to see how to close a game. Just how would you play in a winning position to not lose? I tried to maybe take this property, but I didn't realize the tank could just go up around. I thought, oh, I walled it off, I can steal a property. Nope, it didn't happen. And that's just me not paying attention to the map. So at this point, it's all just, I've already lost, but I'm going to keep fighting just to see how Kantbae closes a winning game. And he chooses the stall way. He's just going to wait me out. He has the income advantage. And the reason why he's doing this is he explains that Sonya is one of the few COs that scale worse than Adder, and that he would normally be more aggressive to end the game right here, right now. But it's just that my CO choice is that rare opportunity where it's actually better that he stalls than to try to quickly finish this game. So we just wait. I got a rocket to support the side better, but there was nothing I can really do to stop this port capture. And at this point, okay, what if he gets a battleship? I pretty much lose this entire area right here, because the battleship covers up to 6 tiles away. So battleship on this port can shoot all the way onto this property and will cover this force as well, meaning he can safely wall off my airport. So I start shifting closer towards the port, like maybe I can get an artillery nearby to lock it, and I'll just rely on my rocket on the right side to hold this side. But then a battleship up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, covers this entire area, meaning these two properties will be lost, and this HQ will be severely threatened. So I don't know how long I keep going for, but oh, I just resigned. I didn't want to wait for the battleships. I already knew the battleships were coming, and yeah, didn't want to wait for that battleship to come. So, plenty of things I could have done differently. For example, not having this situation by getting my capture order correctly. Maybe get this city first before I go for the comm tower. I mean, our tanks aren't fighting yet, so there was no reason for me to get the comm tower so quickly. Or maybe I could just pretend to get the comm tower and then cancel it for that property. That's also something I could do to be a little more sneaky. But other than that, once the game is lost, it's just a slow death from that point on. So that was the first game.